In the heart of the Pacific, on the island of Raiatea, lies Taputapuatea, a place where land, sea, and spirit converge. This is not just a collection of ancient stones but the spiritual center of the Polynesian world. For centuries, Taputapuatea was the pulse of a civilization, guiding voyagers across the world's largest ocean. Imagine standing at the edge of the Apoa Valley, the scent of salt and flowers in the air, before stone platforms called marae. These are not ruins but living history, witness to alliances, rituals, and the spread of knowledge. Taputapuatea was the launchpad for the Polynesian Triangle, stretching from Hawaii to Easter Island to New Zealand. Its name means sacred and vast, reflecting its reach across the ocean. Here, chiefs forged alliances, priests shared wisdom, and navigators prepared for epic journeys. The site is a reminder that our ancestors saw horizons not as limits, but as invitations to explore. Today, Taputapuatea stands as a UNESCO World Heritage Site, a testament to the enduring spirit of oceanic explorers. They navigated without modern tools, relying on stars, currents, and a deep connection to nature. This was a lighthouse of wisdom, guiding both canoes and the soul of a people. Taputapuatea invites us to reflect on what it means to navigate our world, physically and spiritually. It is a place where the past whispers to the present, urging us to remember our shared journey. The stones here are more than relics. They are storytellers, keepers of a legacy that still shapes the Pacific. In this sacred place, we glimpse the courage and vision that made the impossible possible. Taputapuatea endures, calling us to honor the explorers within us all. Who built Taputapuatea? Master mariners, astronomers, and engineers whose lives revolved around the ocean. 1,000 years ago, they launched daring voyages in double-hulled canoes, carrying people and culture across thousands of miles. These journeys were no accident, they were guided by knowledge passed down through generations. Taputapuatea became the epicenter of this expansion, its marae built from volcanic stone, hosting ceremonies of immense importance. Here, priests communed with gods, and chiefs made decisions that shaped the Polynesian world. The society was deeply spiritual, led by chiefs and priests whose power traced back to the gods. Taputapuatea was dedicated to Oro, god of war and fertility, whose influence spread across the Pacific. Young navigators came here to learn the secrets of wayfinding, reading the stars and sea. The legacy of these builders lives on in Polynesian culture, language, and the unbreakable bond with the ocean. Taputapuatea was more than a temple. It was the political and cultural heart of a vast oceanic society. Leaders from distant islands formed the Tiahuawatea alliance, sharing knowledge and settling disputes. Navigators steered by stars, swells, and birds, carrying sacred stones to establish new marae and spiritual links across the Pacific. This network explains the shared languages, myths, and art found from Hawaii to New Zealand. Taputapuatea was a hub for innovation, where ideas in navigation, agriculture, and society spread outward. But the golden age faded, alliances broke, voyages ceased, and the site was abandoned. Yet its story endured in oral traditions, a memory of unity and shared purpose. The stones fell silent, but the dream of a connected Polynesian world lived on. Today, Taputapuatea's legacy reminds us of the power of collaboration and cultural exchange. Its spirit continues to inspire those who seek connection across oceans and generations. For ancient Polynesians, Taputapuatea was where the human and divine worlds met. The marae was a sacred antenna to the cosmos where priests performed rituals for fertility, success, and cosmic balance. Offerings, chants, and even sacrifices maintained the flow of mana, spiritual energy that shaped life and leadership. Taputapuatea was also a center of knowledge, where genealogies were recited and navigation was taught. The stones may have aligned with the stars, blending faith and science into a unified worldview. The concept of tapu, or sacredness, governed every aspect of life, ensuring respect for nature and society. When missionaries arrived, they tried to erase these beliefs, but the spirit of Taputapuatea survived. Its traditions shaped Polynesian identity, even as the world changed around them. The marae's silent stones still pulse with the memory of a universe where everything was connected. Taputapuatea endures as a symbol of resilience, wisdom, and the sacred bond between people and the cosmos. Today, Taputapuatea is reborn, a World Heritage Site and a beacon for all humanity. Polynesians return in voyaging canoes, reviving chants and ceremonies, reconnecting with their roots. Taputapuatea teaches us about exploration, courage, and the power of traditional knowledge. It stands as a monument to resilience, reminding us to honor and protect our shared heritage. For Polynesians, it is a source of pride and identity. For the world, a lesson in connection and respect. Protecting Taputapuatea is a promise to future generations to keep this story alive. In its silent stones we find a timeless lesson. We are all navigators, guided by the journeys of those before us. Taputapuatea calls us to remember, to connect, and to keep exploring.